Hi, I'm Lisa from Approveit, and today I want to show you how accounts payable can be managed in Approveit. Imagine a very standard scenario. You have purchase orders and you submit purchase orders for approval. Once a particular purchase order is approved, you want this purchase order to be turned into the bill. And then you want to submit the bill for approval. Once the bill is approved, you want to execute the payment. Now everything can be done in Approveit. In order to manage this flow, you have to have two workflows, one for managing purchase orders and one for managing bills. So let me show you how it works. So imagine I'm the requester and I want to buy Approveit subscriptions for my company. So first of all, I have to submit a purchase order approval request. I have to go to approval request section here and I have to click new approval request. Then I have to select the purchase order approval workflow because I'm submitting my purchase order for approval. Then I have to fill the form. So I have to specify the vendor. So the vendor will be obviously Approveit because I'm buying a subscription of Approveit. And item, it will be Approveit subscription as well. Then I need to fill the remaining fields and I'm happy to submit my request. Okay, I have filled the form. You can see that the total amount is 5,400, and you can see that I can have only one approval step. So only my manager, and Serge is my manager, he has to approve. Let me show you what happens if the price changes or if the quantity changes so that the total amount changes. So let me change the price to be above 10K, like this. So if the price is above 10K, then the second step automatically appears. So I just want to remind you that we support conditional logic. So in my workflow for managing purchase orders, the approval flow is set up in a way that if the total amount is above 10K, then head of finance needs to approve. That's exactly what you can see here. Let me get to the initial price just to simplify our case. So, okay, the price is like this. I have one step, one approval step, and now I'm happy to submit my request. Okay, my request has successfully been submitted. Now, if I go inside the purchase order, I can see that my request is pending approval. Now I just have to wait for Surge's approval. Okay, great. My purchase order has been approved. Now the status of my purchase order is approved right now. Let me go to a purchase order section and you can see the purchase orders that I have just created. So this is exactly the purchase orders that I have created and the purchase orders that was approved. If I go inside my purchase order, I can download the PDF version of the purchase order. I can click see approval details and it will take me back to my purchase order approval request. Let me go back and I have this magic button called copy to bill. So if I click this button, my purchase order will be turned into the bill. So let me click it, copy to bill. Here I have to select the workflow. So for me, it will be bill approval workflow. Obviously, I have to click next. Now what you can see that the data has been automatically populated. So the data has been taken from my purchase order. For example, item, category, price, everything is filled. What I need to do, I need to double check everything and make sure that everything is filled correctly. And if necessary, I have to make changes. Done. So everything is okay. Now I just can click send request and my bill will be submitted for approval. Okay, my bill approval request that is based on the purchase orders that I created earlier has been successfully created. Now you can see the stages of the process. So once my bill is approved, you can see that a task will be created to execute the payment. And then the additional task will be created that is for my accountant to actually record the payment. Okay, now if I go to my bill approval form, I again can see that my bill is in the status pending, so I just have to wait for the approval. Okay, great. My bill has been approved. So the status of my approval request is approved, and I have a linked bill right here. So if I click linked bill, I'm redirected to the bill itself. I can download the PDF version of the bill, and I can review the details here. Also, I can mark the bill as paid once the payment is executed. Let me also go to the bill section. So in the bill section, you can see the bill that we created and the bill that was approved. So this one, and you can also see other bills, and you can filter these bills, for example, by organization, vendor status, and so on and so forth. That's pretty much how it works. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach us anytime. Thank you.